Yeah. Let's go. I am Ed, and welcome to Ed Talks. So I'm just gonna vibe, talk. What's happening here is anyone that joins the live stream, I am happy to talk in Discord to about any topic that they want, anything whatsoever within reason. We're not going to talk about like killing like minorities or even like killing anyone in general, like planning to kill people. But anything anyone wants to talk about, I am happy to vibe on. So just gonna chill for a bit, probably just vibe, maybe talk about stuff on like Reddit for a bit. But just waiting for people to join because I think at the end of the day, I just want to talk to randoms. Just talk to people I've never spoken to before. I can learn a bit about them, what they're thinking, what they're vibing. Um, so yeah, let us chill. What type of? Maybe I should go through my Steam, find something fun to play in the background. Do do do. Be a fun game. Just watch while I talk. Let's play some Hades. Let's just play that and vibe. Do do do. So let's just go do not disturb. Just makes it a bit easier. Close that. Hades launching. Why won't it launch? Come on, get going. Come on, Hades. Oh, I don't even have a remote control to play this shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, will this work? Please tell me this remote control works. Shit. Turn my light in the back off. Oh, that's better. Boom. Face is extra illuminated. Let's plug that in here. Is that on? Yeah. Hades launch. Come on, let's go. This is ridiculous. Hey, okay. Sick. Let us just make sure that we've got everything. Because I want to add some stuff. Let us add subscription. I want a counter. Let's just fucking. Actually, can I copy stuff? Let me just swap. Okay. Get Hades up. Something to look at. Oh fuck, man! It's not borderless windows. Doom, doom, doom. Huh? Where's borderless, baby? Turn that shit on. There's the shit. Oh, okay. It still closes. Is that a goal? That's it. So it's just 0101 2069. Done. Damn, we got our sub goals. So chuck that in the top right. Also, I'll make sure to add. Let's get an alert box, baby. So this should alert box for everything. Chuck that right in the middle. So we're just gonna be vibing, just playing a bit of Hades while I see if anyone joins. Okay, haven't played in a hot second. So, oh, this controller is dodgy. It's so dodgy. Oh, that's fine, actually. Oh, I don't like this gun at all. Can we get the different aspect? Zagreus. Think I want that aspect, but she'll be good. So, what have I got on heat-wise now? Hide and security. Higher. What should I go? Let's get reduced to health effects and hit it.
Do your worst, Father.
So yeah, again, I'm gonna vibe play this to give people something to look at while I'm, you know, down to chat about anything. That is anything whatsoever.
This one's for you, Achilles.
Oh, this is good. Starting with a weapon. Oh, special 3 times. Is that 9 times or is that? Oh, okay. So that's an additional 3 times. So some speedrun strats. I know they abuse the, oh god, that sucks. Use the hell out of this special on this weapon. It does a lot of damage. You can pre-fire things as they spawn. So it seems pretty solid. It seems fun. Oh, pot boy. Yeah, Poseidon. Let's go. Just more damage on my attack. I guess that's fine. It's cool. That is fun. Vibing. Pretty fun game. I don't think you see many people play Hades nowadays. Kind of weird, considering, like, you know, everyone loves it. Such a banger. Your Centaur Heart. Oh, I'm missing, baby. Oh no, these shots are terrible. Okay, yeah, easy. Let us go. How much money do I have? 51. So I can't really get much in the shop. Let's look at this mini boss. Ah. God damn. I swear this game's, it's easy till it's not. Over there. You're not getting hit until you are. Do really be like that.
Again, huh?
Ah, shit. It's actually kind of fucked room. There is a lot of these bomb boys. Oh my god, I am very rusty this game. I haven't played in a hot sec. Yeah, let's go. Let's see, special inflicts doom. Kind of not a big fan of doom. Let's get battle rage.
Kill or be killed.
Let's fuck with.
Authorized.
I don't have heat. What? Across 5 heat. Why would it show up if it required 5 heat? Why would they bother giving that to me? Oh, that trap hurt. I think I got bonus trap damage on.
I'll take it.
Okay, let's go to this bucko. Get some health.
You push on. No worries.
I think I have reduced healing, so that's not great, but it's aight. It is alright. Such a bad spread. So rocket feels so shit to use, not gonna lie. Can't just like click it directly onto things. But it is what it is. Oh, that was a little too close.
Good enough to eat. Which one?
Yeah, let's go skull room.
Heads up.
Oh, sick by me. Absolutely like bouncing him out of my own move. Big brain. I haven't been using my cast at all. Probably just be using that a bit more. Do.
Palm of power.
Oh, actually, I did not want that. I fucked up.
Time for
Yeah.
Destiny, maybe.
So pick up that Titan Blob.
So, you look like you had trouble getting to me, Zachary.
You sound like Hypnos.
Did take a bit of hits. So yeah, I'm struggling.
I'll make this quick.
What? Even in range?
Good.
That's crazy.
Not yet.
Oh shit. She can just go through blocks. It's ridiculous.
All right, you wretched shades of here.
Oh, not good, not good.
You're going to pay for this.
Hey, one of us died, but it wasn't me.
Yes.
Yoink up some Titan Blood, some gems, and let's roll.
Let's hear it, Father.
Let's see how you fare in warmer environments.
What have I got? 4 count. Okay. Palm is good.
Take the trade.
What a Chaos Gate. They're always fun.
Going up.
Always good, always fun.
The Asphodel Meadows. All right.
Boom, boom. Okay. Accept Chaos Gift. I was showing first behind 48. Oh my god, all these suck. I'll just get bonus attack, I guess. But these feel so bad. Oh, these jumpy guys are so annoying. Like stay up. Beautiful. Sick. God, I hate them. And more. This whole level is actually ass. Jumping guys, lava. Like, fuck this level. Honestly. Sick.
Afraid there's no one. Thanks, guys.
Doo-doo-doo. Sprint's good. That's actually a really good quick reload. If I remember to use it. Oh, why am I so bad? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's go Poseidon first, because Ares one is annoying to dodge. First 10 seconds. That sounds hype for getting through shit fast.
He won't stand for this. Don't do that.
Maybe I should have gone his call. His call's pretty high. Nah, it's good. Move sick.
I can't.
Oh man, I'm getting destroyed out here. Huh. It's my last life. This is quite early. Maybe I've got the wrong modifiers on.
Sacrificing blood is
Special inflict stone. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Power.
Yeah. Sick. Let's get deflection. Reflection check. That is the good stuff.
Witch's circle. I can't.
I swear I'm just gonna die purely to lava.
Oh no.
Maybe we're done with Hades. Maybe we're not playing Hades. Play a different game. Or something. Do something different. Just honestly, do just scroll through Reddit. Fuck my home. My home is ass. Let's go through all. Jimmy to the moon. I guess I gotta mindlessly upvote that, right?
Gonna toss it. Huge jump ball. 6 seconds left. Tap to the.
Let's close Hades. Could play something else. What is good to play as some background noise? Don't want a game that's too hard, because I don't want to think. Just want to mindlessly play it. Do some Risk of Rain runs. Play some Shark Simulator. Play Stardew Valley. I could at least update it. Temtem. That's a game I haven't played in a while. I wonder how Temtems is going. Looks like it was kind of abandoned. Let me look into that. Is the game dead? People still playing it. Let's see what this says. Do. Tremendous amount of pattern variation, pure water. Spelled new weekly. Random rewards, techniques. Higher chance for lunar Temtems. Just wondered, so how many active? 130, that is nothing. That is dead as fuck. Jesus, man. What? Coming to the Switch? Probably never, bro. This game is dead. Shit, man. Kinda sucks. Game was pretty cool. But it is what it is. What else? Let's League of Legends news. That is always do 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 do. Oh, how is it going? How are the vibes? How are the vibes? Close that. Open that. Bump that up. Okay. Reddit is already broken. Whatever. That is lame and boring. Queen's Gambit. I actually hate when things are GIFs instead of videos. This is ridiculous. Like, how the hell am I supposed to, like, skip through this? You can't. Why would anyone want that? Should I play a game in the background? Well, Hades, we could play a bit of Hades still. Kind of rage quit after that run, but we could try running through it. Just a bit of background noise.
Don't mess with witches then, I guess.
You have returned.
Okay, let us.
Meg?
Oh, I just want to run through the game.
I was just
Get away from me, dialogue. Shoo.
She left.
Well, let's get in. Let's go. Okay, what weapon we picking? Let's just go the spear. Fuck it. So, oh, actually, not Zeus's spear.
Let me see into your past.
So let's fuck it. I don't want to play Hades. Why is it so hard to close? Shit. Do do do. Okay. Do do. Let's just add some text. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Humst. What are the vibes? What do I want to do, man? I just want to chat to someone, like someone I don't know. Give me some good vibes. Do 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 do. Stonks go up. So my votes only go up. Voodoo doo. Pavlov. Portal Knights. Fuck it. Let's just play a Risk of Run. Risk of Rain 2 game. And let's just vibe. Let's just get strong. I want to text. Just letting people know they're always welcome. Holy shit. Turn that way down. Just turn command on. Do do do. Do do. And let's just fucking vibe. Let's play some Risk of Rain. Do do do. It feels weird. I'm supposed to pretend like people are watching, but I know they're not at the moment. But when people do come in, I want them to continue. Like, you just want to vibe. Just like fucking. Let's do a god run. Get a bunch of shit. Because it's fucking fun. Feels good, man. Like, so does everything. Wait for it, wait for it. Ooh. Got him. Okay. There's a portal. I need to position myself. Check that shit out. I've been doing a good job of scouting the map. Ooh, Luna Bud. Let's get this. Pop open a Healy thing. Focus crystal, baby. More Demaglios. Just going to Focus Crystal City. Why can't I? What was over there? Of course. The one place I haven't checked. Well, where else would it be? So if anyone wants to join the Discord, they can. But I'm not just chill vibe. Tap and chat if anyone wants to. And that I will just be vibing on Risk of Rain in this god run. That will soon happen. Soon be a god run. Just need to fuck up some jellyfish. Oh shit. Actually a good block by him. Ah shit. And what is you doing, baby? I mean, what is you doing? I'm playing some Risk of Rain. I'm vibing. I'm just really just trying to chat with anyone. I'm down to talk to some strangers on the internet. That sounds like fun. What are you doing, James? What are you up to, man? How's your day going? Trying to talk money. Okay, so like money is in finance, like investing, or money is in like, you know, the value of money? How you feeling? We talking about GME, or you talking about like what's the purpose of a dollary do? Are you talking about like, hey, you know, give me some money? Because hey, don't we all want to talk about it? What does it mean to me? Money is a means to an end. You know, I need money to live a nice life. Ideally, I wouldn't want money. Like, I just want to live a nice life and do whatever I want. But I kind of need it, you know, for a house, for food, for all that stuff. So I just have to get money to secure that stuff. What about you, James? What is the value of money? Where do you find value in money? I also think money is kind of important because, you know, as a human, I feel like it's natural to want to feel like, you know, powerful or wanted or even like, you know, useful or something of importance. And I feel like in current society, a lot of people put value on money. When you don't have money, you're almost like nothing to some people. Which, like, to be honest, it's like, fuck those people that only have that thought. But realistically, a lot of people I feel have thoughts like that, or at least subconsciously have thoughts on like, you know, value of someone is somewhat proportional to their money. So I feel like money's also just fun to have in that respect, because people will value you higher for arbitrary means. Yeah. It is how it is. But like that's the joy of life, is that like some stuff is, you know, when you first find out about it, you're like, oh, that seems like so shit and shallow. But like, if the more you like think about it and work it out, like it kind of makes sense that we're shallow as people. And making stuff work in life is like what life is really about. It's not about like, you know, us changing the system so people aren't shallow. It's just like kind of doing the best in the system. Like as an individual, we're not like better than anyone else. Like we can't decide what happens. So just like, you know, whatever brings you happiness, really. If money brings you happiness, fuck it. Get as much money as you want. If you like, if you want to be a billionaire, if that what like makes you happy, do it. There's nothing wrong with like just doing whatever you want. That's just what we do as people. Like some people might like find joy in helping others, but other people just don't care. And like realistically, that's that's just life. Some people don't care about others. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but to some people it is. So yeah, that's like my general gist of money. So why are you so fascinated by money, James? You earning the big bucks? Are you thinking about earning the big bucks? Living in a penthouse apartment, sipping on champagne, the ideal life for you? Because I think realistically that'd be the ideal life for most. You know, fuck slumming it up, honestly. Need a job with the bid. Retire by tonight? What? That's a big goal. I don't know where you are. Maybe you are in a position you could retire tonight, but I honestly I doubt, considering your retirement age and whatnot. You're on YouTube, so chances are you're probably not retiring tonight, but you might. You know, maybe you'll invest in some big stonk. That'll make you a millionaire. You can wrap up everything. But shit, man, those stonks are hard to predict, honestly. Like, it'd be pretty easy to become a millionaire. You go back in time, but predicting which stonk will just skyrocket, probably pretty hard, or else more people would be doing it. So why do you want to retire by tonight? What would you do in your retirement? What's your end goal in retirement? Just to like fuck around, play board games, do whatever you find fun. I don't know, go for jogs, or like, do you have like a creative passion? Do you want to retire because you want to like work on your art or some form of entertainment? What do you get out of retirement? Do you want to retire a nice, like, humble life in a little cottage, or do you want to retire, like, penthouse in New York City? Because a lot of people say, like, you know, retirement. A lot of the words we use, very, like, multi-purpose. Like, we'll use them to describe a lot of things. But everyone has very different values on them and interpretations of what that actually means once you get there. Don't just retire means you want to be in a position where you don't have to work. You don't want to be a slave to the big man, right? So how I'm interpreting it anyway. So like, I don't know. The idea that we are born in a society where we have to work is an oddity in a way, because like, you know, no matter your life really, you'll have expectations. Start painting on the down days, straight up slum it, smoke weed all day. It does sound ideal, just being able to do that. But you know, like I was saying, it is weird that we are born into a society where we have fairly high expectations. Like, you know, the average person will have to work 38 hours a week to like for 40, 60 years to build up enough money to, you know, have enough free time to do whatever they want. But again, that's just like the circumstance we are given. And we just have to like work it out with that. I think at like one point of life I was pretty upset over the fact that I have to like get a job, slave over it, earn up a wage so I can actually enjoy the other stuff in life. And I imagine like that's your position. You're just like fuck man, fuck working. Because like at the end of the day, like retirement's a really long process. It's not something that you get in even 10 years. And 10 years is a really long time. Like I don't know how old you are, James, but I'm 21, so 10 years is like almost half of my life. It's like, and you know, I couldn't even start working till like I'm 18 really, like aside from, because I had school to deal with and whatnot. So to start working for another 50 years, then to retire to not have to worry about work. But like by the time, you know, I'm 7 years old and I can retire, my bodies are like, my body and mind have already deteriorated. Like we've already like, you know, kind of getting weak as humans by that point. So it kind of sucks. You know, ideally, don't want to get too political, you know, off the bat, but like a socialist environment where people could work less. You know, because there are a lot of people with a lot of money that, you know, realistically, I wouldn't say a lot of them deserve that money more than others. That, you know, we could redistribute some wealth. People could be in better positions to enjoy their passions at younger ages. Like a lot of people feel like shit because they aren't doing stuff they want to because they can't do stuff they want. And we do have a bit of a like a depression crisis, I'd say. Like, you know, my generation. I'm from Australia, like Queensland, Brisbane. So, yeah, I'd say we're better than some countries. Like, I feel like we've got some better social security compared to a lot of the US. So I'm not in the worst position. Like I get, you know, Medicare and stuff. But yeah, there's still a lot of people that are like on the streets with issues. I'm just guessing you're from the US, James. But US does seem fun. I think I could see myself in the future moving there, especially for work. But God, I'm scared of the healthcare if I were to ever go there. But yeah, now where are you from, James? Oh shit, a red. Lucky me. Dude, where are you from? And you know, if you to go to any other country, where would you like go to live as well? Because I find that interesting. Like, you know, what countries idolize different countries, and what like people idolize certain countries by like viewpoints. You know, a lot of people with like socialist values always talk about like, you know, Norway and Sweden or whatnot, which do seem like cool countries. I could definitely see myself moving to a colder country because Australia is goddamn scorching, being the sun cancer capital of the world. Woo! Who doesn't love like skin cancer? That's the shit, right? Though, hey, on the plus side, if you become a dermatologist. Okay. So you're from Arizona. Crazy. That's, look. I don't know much, but I do know, I feel like nothing goes on in Arizona. That's like the typical, like, stereotype for Arizona. Correct me if I'm wrong. Could be just be completely misinformed about the US. So you'd rather go to Chile or Cuba, something Spanish. So do you, I imagine, like, you might probably speak Spanish. You got some heritage there. Because I imagine, like, I don't know, not speaking Spanish, it'd kind of suck to go to, like, a country and not speak the native tongue. Yeah, no. Capital of Arizona is Phoenix, I believe. Yeah, I think. Know my US geometry correctly. looked at a map before. Just talking about US in general. Like, I don't know how you guys can learn 50 or the 49 or 51 states, however many there are. Not perfect on that because I didn't have to remember them. But that just seems tough, not gonna lie. Yeah, with pop of 9M. Okay, with a pop of 9M. Ah, population. Oh, that's actually fucking huge. Australia's like 24 million, like, as a country. So, it's pretty insane to think about the population difference from the US to Australia. Because, like, what, US is like 260 million? Like 10 times out of Australia. But, size-wise, they're pretty similar. Seems interesting as well in America because a lot of people seem to travel around states for like jobs, work, or college. It seems very like normal for people to move out of state. Where I feel like in Australia it's a lot less common. Like, people do it fairly often, but it's not like almost like it feels like a rite of passage in the US. To go to college out of state, get a job like some other state, really move yourself around. I don't know. I guess you would know a little more about US tendencies. But yeah, Chile and Cuba seems interesting. They seem like fun countries to go to. Imagine the climate be pretty similar. Arizona's pretty hot, isn't it? It's pretty like aridy temperatures. Probably get pretty cold in winter actually as well. But still like desert-like. Can I get a statue? I cannot. Some backup mags, jump around. But yeah, money is a difficult topic. I find interesting about money is it's very like, a lot of people say like don't talk about your wage or whatever, don't talk about how much money you earn. But a lot of that just helps employers underpay people. Like not talking about how much you earn compared to co-workers just allows certain co-workers to like, earn less than they should. It only really helps the big man, in my opinion. And also, people shouldn't talk about your money because a lot of people are kind of degenerates. And like, you talk about how much you earn, and they'll straight up just ask for money. They'll ask for like you to pay for dinner and whatnot, all that other jazz. And it's just like pretty ridiculous. Do you live in a very complicated society? A lot of superficial things are highly valued. Which, hey, if you're a superficial person, like, woo! Go get them stacks. Let's get an active item. Something fun. Let's get rockets. So this is what it feels like to be the US and Iraq. Just dropping down missiles on people. Yeah, no, I know. Just vibing. Oof. Don't feel obliged to type in chat. I'm just gonna sit and like talk to myself. Just practice, because like realistically, it'd be nice if I can just sit and talk to people. That's the end goal of mine. That's my dream job. Just to sit and talk. Streaming seems very fun. Purely because I just really like people. Really like different people. Talking to people. I feel like you can experience a lot. I feel like it also just helps talking. Like just practicing like talking to myself, because I like got a little bit of a, not really a stutter, but I fuck up words in conversations. It just feels like shit. So it's good to practice. Nice to always just talk. Yeah, no obligation to type in chat. You can just vibe. You can just like put me to the side, listen to me in the background, maybe while you do more important stuff, like look for jobs. Get that big money. Because that's the important shit. Oh fuck, I accidentally went to the boss. I was supposed to do an endless run. Whoops. I guess I'll just kill the boss. Yeah, big fuck up there. Okay, let me grab it. Come on. Hey, there it is. Ooh. This level is actually sick. I don't know if you've played Risk of Rain 2, but actually it's just such a cool game. Just a sick edition of Risk of Rain 1. Just fun to play. Vibe. Okay, where are we going? Gonna wreck these monsters. I wonder what else we can do about. I could just keep going on about societal expectations for a while, because I do really enjoy talking about like you know, tendencies of people and like what we value as humans. Like there is a lot of studies showing like how much people value like physical attractiveness. Like, it's pretty it's pretty sad like how weighted our society is to that. You know, like a lot of studies were showing that like, you know, more attractive students get more attention from teachers in school, which like end up leading to like them being smarter. So there's just like a lot of shallowness and innate advantages just being like conventionally attractive, like whatever that really is, just like mostly viewed upon. Also a lot of like socio-economic prejudice, you know, like a lot of people are in bad socio-economic positions, like you know, a lot of like the I'm gonna attack the right here for a bit, but like they say like, oh, you're not working hard enough or not. It's like not that they're not working hard enough, they don't have like the opportunities that a lot of other people do, because maybe their parents weren't millionaires. You know, they can work at McDonald's, but shockingly, all their wage has to go to like buying food. They can't like, you know, invest all their money for like 5 years into investment funds while their parents pay for anything. But a lot of people will like, you know, a lot of people, of course, the ones that like never had challenges themselves, that were given a lot of the money themselves, will say like, oh shit, like these people are just lazy. Like I made all my money myself by living in my parents for 10 years time without paying any rent or like buying any food or water. And like, because my parents paid for it all, and then I bought a house easy, or I set up this business with this $1 million loan from my dad. You know, I made it with all my own money, despite my $1 million loan. And I think like just with a lot of those things, it does suck, but I feel like you just need to work harder. Like it sucks that you have to work harder than other people, but that's just a matter of life. That like, you know, some people have to work harder than others. Like I know, I feel like I've had a pretty privileged life altogether, but I recognize like, you know, there are people, there are like a lot of people more privileged than me, but there's even more people less privileged. So like, I can't really complain that I'm not a billionaire, because there are people like with so much less than me. And like, however hard I have to work, there are thousands and thousands of people that have to work so much harder because they're in like such, like they were just born into worse positions. Life is just like a really shitty game where like, you know, whenever you start it, you just get a completely random starting position. Some people can just, you know, god tier the game. They literally just don't even have to fucking like play it to win. Where other people, you just gotta work really hard, and sometimes you work that hard and you still lose. Talking about hard game, I'm getting absolutely fucked by this boss. My despite having command on, I am dog shit. So it is what it is. Maybe I should make a video talking about that. But I want to make it interesting, add some jokes. Because I feel like, you know, talking about stuff, maybe adding a bit of comedic flair, it's probably the best way of like talking to people about it, keeping their interest. Because a lot of average Joes, like make a video on YouTube, to talk about it, because like, you know, make like a funny 2-minute video, at least to grab attention and bring up like just the idea of like people born of circumstance. I think YouTube is a better platform than Twitch. I do watch a lot of creators on Twitch, but I feel like YouTube's just like, YouTube has a better VOD system. There's a better video system, more discoverability. It's like a bigger platform. Twitch seems to not care about creators as well. Like there seems to be a lot of shit on Twitch of like people just being banned without being like letting known why they were banned, like no warnings, like a lot of blatant favoritism. You get like Forsen banned for like opening a picture of a horse, but like Pokimane opening Pornhub on stream and just being like whoopsies. And like I don't want to be on the like Twitch staff as simps bandwagon. It's like that's not truly correct, because like I saw, you know, Cutie talk about a story where Ludwig didn't get banned because like, you know, the Twitch is like, oh, I like you, you know, we're not gonna like ban you here, just like a quick warning, don't do it again. I forgot what he did, but like it was, people had definitely been banned for less. So yeah, overall Twitch does not seem that good. They might pick up their game because YouTube is like picking up quite a lot of traction in like streaming in general. But I feel like from a business standpoint, YouTube is definitely like a lot better, like in like how they treat their streamers and the viewing experience as well. Like it could definitely use some work, like upgrades like the live experience, like more interactability, drops and whatnot. But everything else is like so good. I've heard the chat is actually a bit laggy. I don't know if you're experiencing that, but like the CPU pressure on it is a bit high, which can like just cause some issues, but still fine. YouTube's a lot better. So yeah, that's my little YouTube over Twitch. But like in terms of people I like watching, YouTube's gonna stay big. I want a podcast. Yeah, I definitely, I don't see like a world where like any other site like takes over YouTube in video format. And as long as YouTube stays the biggest video like format platform, it's going to have like some form of like successful streaming. So if you ever, I feel like it's just always going to work out on YouTube. Though you got to keep in mind, like you don't have to worry about if like, you know, YouTube dies, because there will always be a platform for podcasts, because podcasts are just like a nice format of like discussion with multiple people. So like even if YouTube were to disappear, like just don't worry, you'll always have platforms. What do you like to podcast about? What are your interests? What do people like these days? What do Americans like these days? It's kind of odd like how separated we are, but like connected in different ways. Like there are a lot of tendencies that aren't transferred over the internet, like some slangs even. And as like a lot of games are separated by server, we do have like a difference in like, you know, slang, keywords and other stuff. And like in the future we'll probably see, like I don't know if we'll see countries be more and more divergent, like especially like Western countries that have like culturally been separated, like if they'll become further apart or like closer with the internet. It'll be interesting to see how like culture evolves and whatnot. So I feel like every country, like, you know, views things very differently. Like I know Australians in general were typically like big cunts, which is like fun, but like it's pretty shitty for like a lot of other people to deal with our cuntiness sometimes. Like you just look at fucking Zuckles or Sub Winter. Like it's pretty Australian just to be a dick to people, especially if they're like doing well. It's very Australian to like kick somebody, like try to bring them down to your level. But yeah, that's just Australian culture. Like I definitely say there's a lot of flaws with just being a dick to people, but I guess it comes with benefits. Like society, oh fuck, I'm a fucking idiot for doing that. But yeah, a lot of Australians are much tougher skinned because we're all dicks to each other. But whether that's a really good thing that we're all tough skinned and take shit really easily, I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing for me anyway. But yeah, it's pretty shit. What was the lit reactions? I like what you're getting into earlier. Yeah, the appearance. I have like a big thing on like that whole appearance thing. Like it's actually, because like realistically I think I'm okay looking, but like when I was younger I did think I was ugly. Like, you know, we've all had doubts at some points. So I felt like shit being like, fuck man, people that are attractive are just like doing so much better than me in life purely because they're attractive. Like, because reading all those studies, like so many studies when they reveal shit like, you know, how attractive people get more in life because, you know, people expect more from an attractive person. Like, people expect more attractive people to be smarter. Like, you see a handsome guy with a very like parallel face, and like just according to like surveys, people expect him to just have like a larger brain or whatnot, and that like just leads people, expectations lead to reality in a way. Like, studies have shown if you call someone like a, you know, a smart boy or whatever all the time, that boy, that like, as he grows up, will try to reach that expectation of like being smart. So he'll like study harder, maybe he'll get a bit more attention, he'll work on it, and he will become smarter. So like, you know, with these people getting more expectations, they are getting a leg up in like other parts, and that sucks. And I don't want to fester like, oh shit man, I'm ugly, life is shit. But it's just a point to like note. You just gotta note it, and you just gotta keep working with it. You can't like get stuck over anything you're given in life, because like being upset over like your shitty circumstance, like yeah, you can be upset, but you can't really let it like hold you back. Because, you know, if you're already upset about like something holding you back, and you're gonna let your resentment hold you back as well, you're just gonna be in a worse spot, and you're gonna like funnel down into like sadness, and you won't be able to like to be motivated to improve yourself. Like, if anything, you need to look at your like negatives and be like, oh shit, well that's not right, so like let's work on like other parts so I can like, you know, make up for that. Like I'm not short, but I'm not the tallest guy, and that feels shit. And I'm like, well, fuck, man, let's, I'm gonna start, like, working out so I, like, look better. Like, because I don't want to be short and fat. That'd be fucking ass. Or, like, let's, you know, work on getting a good job and, like, getting an income. Yeah, I do like talking about negative things a lot, but I don't view a lot of negative things as, like, terribly bad. I think everything is, like, retrospectively either way. It's however you make of it. Like, even, like, the most shitty things can be enjoyable if you think about them in certain ways. Like, it's kind of like when you work out at various points, like, yeah, working out sucks, it burns, but it's, like, nice. Like, people will enjoy it. Why? Because, like, you can enjoy, like, the suffering and pain, in a way. Oh, I'm gonna die here. I'm good. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting, like, how much you can actually enjoy if you just, like, focus on, like, overcoming challenges. Because, like, a lot of things will challenge you, and you can really just, like, break. You can curl up into a little ball and be like, fuck, man, this is shit. I don't want to deal with it. Or you can, like, just deal with it head on. And a lot of people's issues get worse because they don't want to deal with them. And, like, you know, we've all been there. Like, you know, you don't want to, like, look at or, like, do your homework or your assignments because you know you're going to, like, fucking struggle. You know that assignment's just going to, like, tear you a new one. You have no clue how to do it. And just looking at it, it's just going to feel so shit. But the longer you, like, don't open it up, the longer you just, like, put it aside, it's just going to become, like, a bigger and bigger issue. So, like, it's important to, like, see what's wrong and, like, just kind of, like, it's like pulling the Band-Aid off in a way. Like, yeah, it hurts to pull a Band-Aid off, but you have to do it. And, you know, as soon as it's healed and it's ready, the sooner the better. Yeah, that's kind of some of my mentality towards life. I feel like if you have like a, what I call like a normal outlook, where you're just like, you know, good is good, bad is bad, I feel like life's actually going to kind of kick you in a way. Because I'd say life is not inherently a nice thing. Like, it's not sunshines and rainbows. Like, people die, it sucks. A lot of bad things happen. But, like, you know, you need to learn to just have fun with it. Because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying yourself, like, that's shit. But saying that, like, I don't believe in an afterlife, which to me means, like, life is the most important thing I can have. because death is the end. That is the finishing of everything. So I just want to have the best life I can, because after that it's all zeroed out. Like, the idea of suicide is terrible in a way, because that is like when you become nothingness. You have like, there's a time for death, and that's after you've lived everything you could. After you've tried your hardest, after you've like just enjoyed everything you could enjoy. Like, whatever you want to do, whether it's like big ambitious goals, like whether you want to like write your name in history books, or you want to be like, you could be an astronaut, go to Mars, or whether you just like want to enjoy yourself, like, you know, draw some pictures, have some drinks with friends, like either one, you can do that as much as you want as you live. You can enjoy life as much as you can. Because like, once it's over, that's it. What else? What are my other favorite topics talking about? Can I hear your thoughts on instant gratification? So is that like, wait, let me just double check I'm not misinterpreting. It's like, not. Oh, just wanting it? Like, in terms of like wanting instant gratification or getting it? Okay, we can talk about that. So like, of course everyone I almost get instant gratification from myself in a way, in terms of like motivation. I feel like complete instant gratification, or like wanting it, expecting like to feel amazing as soon as you started something, isn't super healthy. I feel like it's nice to like work on something. I feel like it feels a lot better to work hard and get something. It is nice to get any form of gratification on like previous work, but like expecting it instantly is, I feel like in some cases is good, some cases is bad. Let me get some examples just so I can work with it a bit more. Okay, I should pause the game so I don't die. Oh yeah, like, oh, fuck man, I do love food. So like little instant gratifications, like those examples, like, you know, pleasures, like alcohol. I do enjoy drinks. That's fucking good. Alcohol, drugs, like weed. Alcohol is a drug. I definitely think they're just good altogether. Like, cutting out instant gratifications would be a terrible thing, but I feel like they should definitely be limited to a degree. I think everyone has their own limits on how much instant gratification is, like a positive or negative amount. Like, some people can do, you know, weed every day and still be fairly effective, even though they're getting that instant gratification from the drug. Where other people, if they do like a drug one time, that, like, you know, motivation is just going to spiral out of control. So I feel like you need to find a balance of like what works for you, and you got to find what motivates you. Like, whether that is a little bit of instant gratification, maybe that is saying like, oh, maybe like I'm gonna, you know, have that junk food after I do this or that, or like maybe I'm gonna enjoy some bud after I do this, or like sometimes just like, fuck it, I'll do that now and I'll work out later, I'll sort these problems out later. Everyone is very different, and like, you know, finding out what you're like is very important. I feel like a super important part about life is figuring out like what you are as a person, really. On a surface level, everyone's like, oh yeah, no, I know myself. I like Oreos and drinking milk. But like, thinking about your tendencies as a person, like what you truly like, how you like people talking to you, how you like what you actually enjoy. Like, why do I enjoy playing video games? Is it because I actually enjoy the video game, or is it because I enjoy talking to my friends? Like, is that the part that I enjoy? And like, the more you figure out about yourself, the more you can find out how to motivate yourself, and like where to place values to motivate yourself. It's kind of a weird topic of like motivating yourself through understanding yourself, because it's like treating yourself as an individual that isn't you. Because I feel like separating you from your just like mentality is a healthy thing, like to being able to recognize yourself as an individual and not just you. So then you can start treating yourself as such. Because like, we are working with our like biological parts. Like, we are, you know, we can think very complicated topics, very like interesting concepts that our ancestors never could, because we did evolve from monkeys, you know, or with monkeys, as I should say correctly. So like we weren't ever like designed to think about very complex topics like motivation or whatnot. We're only taught about survival. So a lot of the stuff in our brain is just from like, you know, primitive I need survival. And like a lot of our brain, our thoughts are partially genetic. They are also like developmental. Like if you use certain parts of your brain, that part will grow. Like studies have shown. Like, you know, if you're a aggressive person most of the time, your brain that like controls like your temper and affects how aggressive you are will grow, and you'll become more and more aggressive and like whatnot. That's how like, you know, smart people of course like keep getting smarter throughout their life, is because they're, you know, working out the part of their brain that like works on like problem solving or memory retention. And oh shit, I've gone so deep in thought, I've kind of lost the instant gratification. But that's just like my thoughts on like how to treat yourself in terms of like, you know, everything. I find if you like really get into it, you get gratification from like anything that will like move you forward, depending on how motivated you are, of course. Like I think I'm a fairly driven person, so like when I do something, I just get gratification like from trying. Like I like to think like, fuck man, I tried hard, I made progress today, that's sick. Though I believe other people like don't get those same feelings. I feel like people can train themselves to get that feeling, but maybe some people can't, because again, I only have my own circumstance to like base that off. That all like ties back to like what your goal is. Like some people's goals don't like, they don't need to be motivated. They don't need like a greater gratisfaction. Fuck man. Can't even think of my words. But they don't need like a greater achievement in life. They don't like need that. They just want to like chill, maybe like work here and there, get by, and just enjoy life. Where like some people, they want the motivation or they need the motivation. And in those circumstances, of course, like you do have to work hard to like even motivate yourself. Because like motivation comes, it doesn't come like just from existing. No one is born motivated. They're like, people that are motivated want to get something. They're like, I want to get this. Like I feel like absolute dog shit until I'm, oh fuck, I died. But they feel like dog shit until they're that. They're like, man, I don't want to, you know, make less than $1 million. I need to make more than that. And that's why they're motivated to like make that money, because they are unhappy or they're unsatisfied being in a position that they currently are. So like motivation in a way is just a form of unhappiness. Fuck, I just died as soon as I started the run. They're like, people are very complicated. Like everyone is very different. So like a lot of the things I do say about people are pretty broad, and a lot of them are circumstantial. Like a lot of what I say could just not be relevant to someone at all, because they could just be a very different person to like me. Or like, you know, even if I'm talking about studies, they could be an exception to studies, because people are very individualistic, and a lot of the times you will have traits that like, you know, 99% of other people might not have. That's like actually fairly normal to be very individualistic in like certain traits. Like a lot of people have opinions that other people don't have. It's like, you know, back onto instant gratification. Do you think you have a problem with it? Do you enjoy it? Do you think you do it too much? I think that's interesting to talk about. Like I haven't thought about, you know, with myself, do I give myself too much instant gratification? Do I treat myself too much? Actually a question I haven't asked myself too much. Like, hey, what am I doing now? I'm sitting in my room, playing video games, just vibing. I give myself too much gratification, like, right now? Probably. But hey, like, you know, we're all humans. We're not actually, like, robots. Like, fuck, man. We just gotta, like, fuck around and enjoy ourselves. Douche. Ah, fuck, man. I've fallen right off. I got no items. Shit. I need to... I'm knocked up. Not doing a good job at dodging today. It's fine. Should be good. Okay. I need to get some more items for this run, else I will lose. Good. I don't like losing. That is very unfun. And hey, what's the point of life if you're not having fun? See, even philosophy ties back to me playing games. Also, I think it's interesting how little people think about, like, you know, concepts and, like, you know, philosophical points. I feel like a lot of people could, like, learn a lot from just understanding, you know, certain frameworks, certain ways of thinking. Like, if they question themselves a bit more, I feel like that's really healthy for people's development. And it's kind of scary in a way of, like, how little people think. A lot of people live life on autopilot. Like, how many people just, like, wake up, go to work, get money, go home, eat dinner with the family, maybe go for a run, and then go to sleep and repeat. Like, just on that autopilot. Like, majority of people just live life on autopilot. It's, like, it's insane to think. It's almost scary to think about how little people, like, actively make decisions or actively think. They're like, I don't know how much better I really am. I do like to think that I make a lot of active choices, and I try to push myself out of, like, autopiloting my life. But hey, maybe life is better autopiloting. Maybe sitting there not thinking is better. No, I kid. I do think thinking is the best way to live. I think, therefore I am. Okay, where are some more chests? Let's just pray to the shrine, fuck it. Oh fuck. Okay, that was unlucky. Oh shit. Nice. Get some focus crystals, a bit more damage. Oh shit. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeet. Okay. 3 items, 5 minutes. That is it's just a bad run. Not doing hot. I'll work with it. Okay. This is a good level. Guaranteed nude ultra up here. Should be able to get. And I wonder if I can really make, like, you know, an impact on people, like just sitting here talking on YouTube. Like, I wonder how many people I can really, like, talk to about certain ideas. Like, how many people I can, you know, shine a light on how I think, and if I can, like, you make people's lives better in some way. I really wonder. I think it'd be, like, really fun and interesting to be able to, like, feel like I've made an impact or help at least, like, one person out. And it's just interesting to think that, like, you know, as an individual, with the internet, we just have, like, so much power to influence. Like, you know, anyone has so much power to, like, be out there and be a influence, you know, positive or negative, on any amount of people. Like, you got, like, Technoblade, who averages the amount of viewers as MTV. That man is as powerful as MTV. It is crazy to think. Like, especially, like, if you told someone 10 years ago, like, some dude on YouTube gets more watches than MTV does at any point of time. Like, people just be like, what the fuck does he do? Like, does he do some insane trick? And he's like, oh, he's really good at Minecraft. Just absolutely insane to think of. Oh, shit. Let me get out of here. Ooh. Do not have any lifesteal, so this is not good. Okay. But that's on cooldown, so I'll try to kill him while that's on. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, hey, easy. Yeah, let's get some crit and harvester scythes. Give me a bit of health back. Delicious. Douche. Douche. What else? I think politics is pretty shitty to talk about as well. We might as well talk about that. Like a lot of politics isn't really about people. It's about money and power. You know, of course, like country dependent. You know, some countries are a bit better than others, but looking a lot about U.S. politics, that just seems like a bit of a shit show. I feel like there's at least 70% of them, like politicians, aren't in it for the people. I think like my ideal political framework would include politicians like, you know, forfeiting their own like assets and like whatnot, and like forfeiting almost their like connection to people. Because I feel like, you know, there's no way to like cut away the money from politics until you really cut away like everything. Like, because as long as that person has like business friends, they can always make like moves to help their business. As long as that person like owns anything, like houses included, like they're gonna make like changes to like benefit themselves. I feel like if someone's like truly dedicated to helping like the people and like being a representative for the people in like any form of government, they would like be fine giving up like all their money and assets because they're there to like help everyone else. But like I don't see that system like working out too well, because I don't know like how many people are truly like completely selfless and are fine with losing everything in order to like make decisions for the greater good of like the average person. I also think it's a little fucked that like, you know, the amount politicians earn compared to the average person like makes them very like out of touch. Like, why don't politicians get the average wage? Like, why? Like, I feel like that just makes sense. They get paid the average wage so they can know what it is to be an average person in their own country. But then, of course, that would favor people that have like political backers that could pay them enough money that they don't need to care about their wage. It's like, no matter how you string it, like, you know, every political system will have so many flaws. Because shit is complicated. People will always work around stuff. And selfish people will always exist. Like, that's just life. I guess there's nothing wrong with being selfish, but a lot of people always are. Wait, I'm just gonna mute for a second while I take a call. 1 sec. Ah, sorry about that. We'll try not to do that too much. But yeah. So, like, just people are inherently selfish. Like, there's that like ethical question. Like, do you think humans are innately evil, or like, you know, whatnot, or like innately good or bad? I think like saying like being selfish is bad would be a bit blanket. But like, if people look after themselves, that's just people. Like, I'd like to think I'm a fairly selfless person, but in a lot of circumstances, like, hey man, if I gotta eat, I gotta eat. I'm gonna try and let myself eat. It's a dog eat dog world. Social tips. Okay, yeah, Born Bay. Okay, well, like, I guess social tips are kind of hard because, like, to understand how to be social, you just need to understand like the general grasp of like, you know, people. And like some people are antisocial, like bad at socials because they don't understand like one part of it. Because like, you know, some people can be very social in certain circumstances and like very unsocial in other circumstances. I feel like just being considerate of others is pretty important. a thing to also be like to think about when you're talking to people is people like only really care to talk like again not saying they're bad, but like people really like talking about themselves. They really like talking about whatever they want to talk about. Like if you're a good listener, people will just like instantly think that you're like very social and like a great talker. As long as you're good at like listening and you're good at like asking good questions or questions that they want to hear to like keep them talking about what they want to talk about. Like other social things, I feel like I'm guessing you may be shy. Like as a shy person, you feel like intimidated. Like you're like, ah, shit, man, I don't want to talk. Cause like, what if they just don't want to like listen to me or whatever? But like generally, like unless you're like not annoying, people don't mind you just like being like friendly or outgoing or like being like, oh, hey, how's it going? Or like, hey, this, that, like just talking to them. People enjoy people talking to each other. Though like, I'm guessing you may be in high school. Like the thing is some people are just dicks, like for no reason. So like, some people may just give you a hard time if you just like trying to talk to them. Cause like a lot of people are trying to like prove themselves better than others for whatever reason. Cause that's just like high school. And a lot of that's just like understanding, like you also need to understand like when you're not in the wrong. Cause like, yeah, you may be like an antisocial person or like not the most social person, but a lot of the time, like it's hard to understand like, wait, I'm not being antisocial here. They're just being like antisocial or they're being weird or they're being a dick. So like a lot of it's just like, as long as you're not like making the other person feel uncomfortable, as long as you're just talking, it's fine. Like there's a lot of feelings of like, oh, am I fucking this up? Like when like you're not, when it's like a completely normal conversation, a lot of people with like anxiety will just assume that they're doing a bad job. And like that will like, of course, lead to lower confidence and like more awkward conversation because they're like too afraid to say anything because they feel like they're doing it wrong. But like a lot of it's just like relaxing, just talking as you would normally, understanding like, you know, I'm talking to a person, this person has their own things that they want to talk about, their own like values, their own like, you know, they're in a rush maybe, they don't want like to talk to me for too long. Or like they've got an assignment due, so like I probably shouldn't talk to them because they might get annoyed. There's just like there's a lot of aspects. Like being like a social outgoing person is hard and it does take time. Some people like get it naturally. I feel like most people it does take a little bit of time, like at least a couple years of feeling awkward or like feeling like, oh shit, am I doing this right? Like not like, or there are some people, but like not many people are just like instantly social and outgoing. Not everyone's just like, oh fuck man, like this is how you talk to people, like, oh, you know, have a great day, this, that, like, woo. Like, and everyone has like anxiety at some point of time, like when they're talking, they like feel like, oh shit, am I asking for too much? Is this conversation like weird? Like that's a very normal thing to think about, to like second guess. But like again, as long as you're just like having like a general conversation, you're being friendly, you're letting other people talk, like people will enjoy you. So that's just like, that's my general like social gist. Like, yeah, as long as you're not a dick, and yeah, they're like, again, if you like pretend to be confident, that works. Like, I know that's a very oversaturated advice, like fake it till you make it. But when you're more confident, or like you feel more confident, you'll tend to like stutter a bit less. You'll be a bit more relaxed, so it'll be a bit easier to talk. You won't like overthink it. And of course, like you think about like the types of people you want to be around. Like, if someone's just relaxed and calm and cool, like that's just an enjoyable person to hang out with. That they're like, you know, always chill. They're a nice person. So I feel like just as long as you keep striving to be the person that you would want to be around, you're definitely going to get like people, like, you know, friends or like other people to like be around you. And like that, of course, like extends to relationships as well. Like if you're a confident person, confident in yourself, people will see value in that and like want to be around you. Or like want to be with you. I believe in the fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's kind of like a level up in a way. I honestly, like that's 100% how I built confidence when I was still in school. Like I used to make like self-deprecating jokes like about like, oh, I'm so like this or I'm so that. And like I remember I felt like I was an ugly kid or whatever. Like I didn't feel attractive. And I like made a joke like, oh man, like, haha, I'm so attractive, I get all the girls. And some guy said like, shut the fuck up, Ed, we know. And like in a serious tone. So I'm like, holy shit, he actually thinks that like, you know, I'm an attractive person that gets girls. Like that was a shitty joke, but he thought it was real. And if he thinks it's real, then it could be real. You know, so like that's kind of where I got my confidence from, faking it till I made it. Like, well, I faked it till someone like just was like, yeah, you're a confident, like attractive Chad. And I'm like, oh shit, am I? And like I just believed it. And that's honestly, that like was the turning point for my confidence. It just fucking ticked. So like, at the end of the day, dude, we're all like really close to normal. Like the chances are like someone's like outrageously ugly or outrageously attractive or dumb or smart is pretty low. Like we're all pretty close to each other in terms of like, you know, intelligence, attractiveness, like all that other stuff. Like to be like a huge outlier is rare. That's why they're outliers. So you don't have to like actually worry too much about like these things. Because it's normal to be normal. That's why it's like normal. Like 95% of people, like that's how like binomial distributions work, are like within the average. So like, you know, being like, is there much of a difference between like a 4 out of 10 and a 6 out of 10? Like, no. Like most people would like, you know, depending on their personalities would pick like one or the other. Like in terms of like partner. But like in terms of like how many people are 4s and how many people like, I'd say like 99% of the populations would be between like a 4 and a 6. Like it's only like the top like 1 or 5% that like people would call like a, you know, 7, 8, 9 or 10 in terms of attractiveness. Like, so again, it's like very few people are like that godlike in like interpretation of a Chad, like mega muscled, chiseled jawline, 7 feet tall. Like so little like percentage of people are. And like I feel like being on an internet, like being on the internet will give you a very warped perception of like how many people are fucking amazing. Because you see a lot of amazing people on the internet. Because like a lot of people are like, holy shit, like I'm a fucking gorgeous. Let me send photos of myself. And people are like, holy shit, that guy's gorgeous. Let me fucking retweet this photo. So then like all the internet is just like the top like 1%. Like you're actually seeing like the 1% of 1%. And like it just warps your perception of like, holy shit, wait, people are just people. Like again, we're evolved from monkeys. There's no like secret large brain technology that like everyone has worked out that like half of us haven't. Like we're all normal. But yeah, like maybe you'll just get like confident one day like I did in that very weird story. Looking back at it, it's so fucking stupid. Like my confidence is built off like one stupid interaction I had with someone. And then like from that, I'm just like, oh, sick. Like I am now a confident person. I can like work on other parts of my life now that I'm confident. I feel like that was literally it. Like as an unconfident person, I didn't feel like it was worth the time improve myself because I didn't feel like I had the talent. I'm like, oh man, I'm fucking garbage. Like I'm dog shit. I shouldn't improve myself. And like bit by bit, I like learned enough to know like, holy shit, like if I thought I was garbage, why didn't I like improve myself? Like why did I have such low expectations? It's because I had no confidence. And like with none of that, you just don't want to do like you just feel so little of yourself. You're just like, fuck it. Why bother with anything? So I feel like the step one to like anything really is to have confidence in yourself. Like, cause how are you gonna make improvements? Like, which it's kind of what's the word? Like, it's like kind of ironic how to have confidence, you need to have confidence in your ability to have confidence, you know? Because if you have no confidence in developing your own confidence, you're never gonna like make that step to try and do it. So like that I think that's why fake it till you make it works, because people are thinking, oh, I'll fake it till I make it, because they now think that they can make it because they're doing this plan. So they have enough confidence to build the confidence. So this is really interesting to think about. But I feel like, you know, most people have confidence issues at a certain point in their life. It's again a normal thing, like most things that people deal with. Like, fuck man, I imagine you could see like 1 billion posts on the internet about people saying like, you know, how do I be confident? It's super common. It's a very regular thing. Okay, I'm gonna do my teleporters right so I don't accidentally verse the boss this time. I guess another way to be confident is like just to keep working on things till you feel like it's gonna feel shitty, till you feel better than other people. Like, you know, this feels really stupid as well. Like, I played a lot of League of Legends. I got really good at League of Legends, and like that gave me like a little bit of a superiority complex when it came to that, because like, you know, I was like Platinum 1, which is like not even that good. It's like kind of good. And I'm like, oh shit, man, like I'm the best in my grade. Like, fuck, man, if none of these other losers can get Platinum 1, I must be like super talented. And if I'm talented, you know, I must be good at stuff. So like, I guess in a way League of Legends made me feel good about myself as well. Like in some way you'll be different from people, or like you'll have talents that other people don't. Or like even like whatever you put time into, you'll get good at. It's like what Atriox says, you know, it's like surprisingly easy to be in the top 10% of anything just by like trying your hardest. Like you don't need any talent to be in like the top % of anything you want to be. Like if you want to be in the top 10% of all chefs, like as long as you put in the time to like, you know, learn how to cook and stuff, like it doesn't matter if you're like untalented at it, you'll be in the top 10%, which is pretty incredible, being in the top 10% of like anything. So like that's it. Like find a passion, work on it. That will also build confidence. Like if you get into the top 10%, like you passionate about anything, if you got any like skills you want to build on, anything you want to develop as a person. But like if you don't, that's completely fine. Because again, a lot of people live their life just like vibing, just chilling, and like perfectly justified lives. And as long as they're happy, that's like all that matters. That like they're happy doing whatever they want. Like who fucking cares if people are like, oh, you're a fucking loser who does like this and that. Like fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'm having fun. Like, oh, Ed, all you do is fucking sit inside and play video games for 12 hours a day. Like if I'm fucking enjoying it, let me do it. Like I'm making a living, I'm not hurting anyone. Like fuck it. Like a lot of people just try to tear down others to make themselves, like a lot of people will feel shit about themselves. That's I guess where like most bullying comes from, where people feel like really shit about themselves. And because they feel shit about themselves, they're like, hey, I'm gonna shit on this person so they feel worse. And if they feel worse than me, I'm better than them. And that's how like some people get their confidence, by like just shitting on others to get rid of their confidence. So you just need to like learn to fuck off toxic people. Because it's like pretty common. A lot of people will try to like pull you down to make you feel like shit so they can feel better. And you just need to learn to just be like, no, fuck off. I don't give a shit about you. Because like, fuck them. Anyone that makes you feel bad, like if they're intentionally making you feel bad, you don't have to like, personally, like I don't care who the fuck you are. If you're like my mom, dad, sister, grandma, my best friend, if you're intentionally making me feel shit about like just being myself, fuck you. I don't want to hang out with you. Get the fuck out of my life. I like fortunately haven't done that to anyone yet, but hey man, if it happens, like fuck off. I'm prioritizing myself over all this like bullshit. I'm not letting you like pull me down to your shitty level. So yeah, I think you always need to be aware. I feel like a lot of people can get into like toxic like relationships and toxic friendships because they're just like, oh, they're my friends, yada yada. Like it's completely fine. They said I'm a fucking loser and my life choices are shit. Like no, it's not fine that they said that. You should not be fine with that. But like again, like all that stuff, like being able to say like, oh fuck you, like that's not right. You do need confidence. And like I said, like not having confidence is a really common issue. It's like there are a lot of people like, oh, like all toxic relationships are built off like some form of confidence issues because people think like, oh, I deserve this or like whatnot. Or people like can't like bring up their own meanings. Yeah, it's also important not to just like recklessly say fuck you to someone. Like maybe they were just being mean to you because they thought they were helping. I feel like a lot of insults like or like getting offended is just someone like trying to like they feel like they're giving you a tip or like making you better at something. Like, oh hey, you know, if you did this better this way it'd be easier. And a lot of people would be like, oh no, fuck you, stop insulting me. Where like realistically they just want the best from you and like they're giving you that as a tip. So it's important to just like separate yourself from like what's been said. Maybe think about like, oh, what are their intentions? And whatnot. Just, yeah, never take anything personally as well. Taking things personally, like, will always be bad. Like, if someone's, like, insults you, it's just like, yeah, fucking whatever. Who gives a shit? Because people are insulting you for, like, one of two reasons. They, one, are insulting you so you feel bad, or two, they're insulting you so you can, like, work, like, improve yourself and work better. So in both those situations, you shouldn't be upset. Because if they're insulting you to feel bad, and you start feeling bad, that's, like, fucking... That's on you, dog. You're doing what they want from you. But, like, if they're insulting you and they just want you to be better, no reason to take that personally. Separate yourself from the situation. Think about, like, oh, could I actually do this better? And then you can become a better person. Like, it actually just works like that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on, like, you know, fucking self-confidence just spiraling out to this fucking 1 hour rant. Damn. Went for a while. So. Okay, what do we got here? Get some teddies. Get some. Let's get a ukulele. Get some more DiMaglios with that. Okay. Where are we going? Fuck. Let's grab this. I need way more damage. Well, actually, Harvest Scythe will be good for healing. I think like an important part about life is just always putting yourself first in a way. Like, don't neglect others. I feel like other people's happiness is like super important, but like never really pick someone's happiness at the cost of your own. Like, help someone out if it makes you like feel good and you're like, oh yeah, bro, like, you know, I care for you, this, that. Like, always help someone out, but like, you know, never put yourself under someone. Never be like, oh yeah, this really sucks for me, but you know, here's my left leg, haha. Like, don't give people too much. Like, you need to look after yourself because it is a dog-eat-dog world. So always prioritize yourself. And like, you know, if you always prioritize yourself and, you know, you work on yourself, you treat yourself, you will become like a great person. Like, there are a lot of people that don't work on themselves or don't focus on themselves. And like, if you want to be an amazing person, just like the type of person like people want to be around or like very confident, all you need to do is actively try to better yourself, actively try to work on yourself and like focus on yourself, and people want to be around you. Because like instantly, by just trying to be the best person you can be, you're going to be better than everybody that's not. There are so many people that aren't trying to be a good person. So many people that like just don't give a fuck about like anything. So just by like wanting to be better or like wanting to be in that position, you can be there. Because a lot of people just don't care. A lot of people don't care about a lot of things. But I guess like the most important thing to care about is like, what should I get from this fucking blue shop? Kind of just want some more fucking Jester of the Drowns. Just make like a fucking stupid build. Let's go all Jester of the Drowned. Because that's like the most important part about life. Getting a good build in Risk Rain too. As long as it makes you happy or whatever the fuck. Whatever makes you happy or bullshit. Zoop. Oh. Damn, decent cracks. Fuck, I just love cracking like my back of my knuckles. That just feels good, man. I would like stomp on an orphan to get that sensation. I just value myself that much. Like I said, just focus on yourself. Whether, you know, that is stomping on orphans, as long as it makes you feel good. I need to clarify, stomping on orphans in a video game. Because stomping them on real life isn't ideal. Let's get mountain. Okay, where are we going? Doing Apple Music. Oh, shit. I'm not. Maybe I should be. I should be playing some music. Literally on nothing. I think I listen to a lot of my YouTube, either, like music through YouTube or through like a Discord music bot. I should really work it out. I'm not like a huge music head though. Like music is nice, but I really like listening to like other people talk or whatnot. But I should probably like, if I'm gonna just talk on stream, I should definitely have some music in the background. What type of music do you listen to? I imagine if like I'm streaming, I'd probably just like want some like lo-fi, like something chill that doesn't like overpower me. So I just want it to be like background noise, really. But I'm still technically a student at uni, so I could get Spotify for student rates. So it seems like a bit of a bargain. Yeah, let's get some. More leech seeds, a bit more health. Maybe an infusion. Okay, let's get an infusion. The fuck out of the way. Maybe I should play some lo-fi beats to bop to. I got some playlists going at the list on Apple. It's my thing right now. I might give it a look in a sec. At the list. Yeah, but what types of genre are you into? Like, you know, some EDM, some rap, some screamo, some maybe just listening to Corpse Husband. That's that's the shit. Listening to him breathe. I'd fucking like that on Twitter 500k times. Who wouldn't? Okay. Let's get some chest before I leave this level. Get 5k. Doo-doo. Smell that, man. Like pop fact. Look, man, pop is good. Like, I think that's just like a lot of people shit on pop for no reason, but it's called pop because it's fucking popular. Like, because it's the shit. Most people like it. Not gonna lie, little bit of a stand for Ariana Grande. You know, the reason I started streaming, no cap, is I need enough followers to be able to message Ariana Grande and she'll get back to me and like then we'll get married and the end. Like, that's the end goal. Like, living a life is fun and all, but you know, Ariana Grande is Ariana Grande, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I listen to a little bit of rap as well from like just like when my friends play. A lot of my friends like that shit. Zoop. Find me, yes, give me an Ariana Grande. That'd be huge. So that's just the end goal of like me on YouTube. Like I get, no, fuck, how many people before I get noticed? I need at least like 100k concurrent viewers. Like I need to be huge. Bang boom, get that big. Then, I don't know, like I guess famous people just like know each other. So like I'll just know Ariana Grande by that point. And then she'll break up with her current fiance because, like, you know, she'll want me. Then bang, boom. We in the business. My life is sorted. And as long as I'm unhappy with my current life, I'll be motivated enough to get Ariana Grande and, like, make myself there. Like, that'll just work out. Like, I'm a big believer of, like, you can really be anywhere you want to if you, like, try your hardest. So, like, I keep trying my hardest. you know, I'm gonna be with Ariana Grande in 10 years time. That's a hard fact. I do kid, I'm gonna be honest, like it is very toxic to just say like, oh, I'm gonna be with this person, or like, you know, I deserve to be with this person. Should always, like, you know, you could be the most amazing person on the planet and people will still like not be attracted to you. That's just like, that how it be. Like, you know, random shit aside, Ariana Grande though. I would settle for like, I don't know, like a Taylor Swift or something. Maybe like a Dua Lipa. Definitely settle for a Dua Lipa. But again, we're just talking about settling here. Can you talk about trying it's rather? Wait, sorry, I don't really get that. Oh, shit, almost died there. Talk about trying it's rather difficult. Oh, it's rather difficult to marry on a... No, that's gonna be easy. Oh no, talk about... Sorry, no, I get it now. Talk about just the idea of trying. Again, linking into like motivation. I'm guessing like you're trying as in like being motivated to try things. There's like a couple reasons people like aren't motivated. Some people aren't motivated because like they're too afraid to like try and fail. Like they're too afraid of like looking like an idiot. Even like to yourself, it's like really hard to be like, you know, if no one else is watching, it's still hard to try something because like in your head, you're like, if I try this and I fail it, I'm not going to be able to do it and I should just like never try it again. So in that way, like you're too afraid to even start it because like you're even going to judge yourself too much. So there's that fear, but then there's also the like the fuck man, I don't feel like trying, like I don't really care mentality where you kind of want to do something but you just don't have enough motivation to go and try and do it. I feel like the first type of being like too afraid to like you know, like try and fail is like the most common. Though I'd also saying just like not having quite as much motivation or being motivated but not motivated to do every step. Again, like a lot of people like motivate, like, oh, I want to get like shredded. And, like they're motivated to go to the gym like 1 day a week, but they're not motivated to go to the gym 7 days a week for like 2 years straight. So like, that's that. I imagine if you're just talking about trying, I'm guessing, taking a swing in the dark, you would be a type 2, where you're like, you're a bit like apathetic. You're just like, oh, like, yeah, I want to try, but like, I just don't get that. You're not getting that urge, that motivation. And I feel like a big way to do it is you need to just like constantly think of like what I do to keep myself motivated to like certain goals is I think about like where I want to be and how I'm going to get there. Like I want to be like, you know, I'd want to be able to stream. Like how do I get there? I need to stream. I need to like put time and effort in. So like, you know, without acknowledging where I want to be and then being like, oh, how do I get there? And then actively doing it, like I wouldn't be getting anywhere. So I need to constantly think like, you know, am I getting closer to like, you know, streaming? Am I getting closer to like, you know, building up savings? Like, is that where I want to be? Yes, that's where I want to be. Okay, then if you really want to be it, how do you get there? Like, I'm constantly telling that to myself. Like, constantly being like, oh shit, am I achieving my goals? Like, how do I do that? And just like linking that stuff together and just making sure you just do it. But like, for that stuff, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes like you can't just envision a goal and do it. And I feel like some people do have hormonal issues where like, you know, they may not have it as much like adrenaline, because I believe that adrenaline is pretty like tied into like actively doing stuff or like seeking self-gratification in like completing goals. I absolutely butchered that word, but like, you know, working yourself to do those things. So it could be hormonal, but I think most of it is just envisioning where you want to be and asking yourself, how do I be there? Like, what is like the one step? Okay, sick, I'm gonna do that step. Because like everything is steps, like, you know, not too much. Like at the end of the day, like people lack motivation because they like, I feel like they can't see the end goal. Like they can't see like, oh shit, got this item, potato, fuck. Like if you could wake up and like press a button and preview your a shredded body of yourself of what you would look like if you went to the gym every day, like it'd be so easy to go to the gym because people would like wake up, they'd see that shit and they'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go work out. But like a lot of people just let it slip their mind, like why they're doing things, and they're like, oh, I go to the gym today, yeah, you're fucking whatever. It's because they're not like actively thinking like, oh shit, there's my end goal. Yeah, I really wanted that. Like I completely forgot. So like always envision your goal. Like at least like once a day. Like it depends on how big your goal is. Like whether this is like a big life goal, or whether this is like, hey, I want to be like good at playing Valorant. And like of course they have different priorities based on like, you know, how much you like different things. That could be a Black Mirror episode. It could be. It could be a Black Mirror episode where like people like envision themselves as like anyone. Like you press a button and you're like instantly this huge jacked Chad. And people are like, fuck yeah, I wish I could be that. I mean, you know, they go jerk off to imagining themselves as hot. But yeah, like just end goal. Like always ask yourself, like, what is my end goal? Why do I want that end goal? Like, how do I get there? And like, if you can't be motivated, maybe you really didn't want that like goal of like what you're trying to motivate yourself to be. Like if you think like, oh fuck, like I don't want to go up and work out right now. Maybe it's because you really don't want that body that you thought you wanted. Like maybe you don't care about it that much. So as long as you really want it, you will find the motivation. But that's in context of like always reminding yourself like, where are we going? Like I think there's like an analogy I just thought of, so it might be absolutely shit. But hey man, like, you know, when you're like shit, like on a boat and you want that boat to get to a destination, at every point of time, no matter what you do on that boat, you need to make sure that you're on course. Because as soon as you're off course, as soon as you like forget, like, oh yeah, we're supposed to be going north, like you're drifting south, you're drifting away from your own goals. Like no one accidentally gets themselves to like, you know, whatever they want to be, especially if that's like, you know, like an outlier. Like if you want to be like the president of the United States, like no one's just like, oh yeah, just keep doing days one step at a time and I'll be there one day. You gotta think, you gotta be like, shit, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like how do I get there? Let's ask for help. Like this guy would know what to do. Like let's look at step by step. I feel like sometimes people also lose motivation when they stop seeing progress. In like some ways, like on your journey to whatever you want, you'll stop seeing like progress. You'll stop seeing like what you want to see. Like you might just see absolutely shit all. And like, that feels like absolute shit. But that's just how it works. Like you will not see motivation sometimes. And sorry, I was distracted by the game. 1 second. So yeah, as soon as you stop envisioning like success and seeing progress, like maybe you need to change things up because maybe like you're not seeing progress because you're doing it wrong. Or maybe you're just not seeing progress because like that's just the stage you're at where you won't see anything for a while. And you may need to just keep trying and motivating yourself through like a period of time where you feel like you're not getting anywhere. But that's like, again, only in a situation where you know you actually are getting somewhere. Because like, you know, fruitlessly putting motivation and effort into things will burn you out. Because like, you know, if you're motivating yourself to do stuff and like to become a better person and work on yourself, if you do that for like 6 months, you get no progress, you're going to be fucking depressed. And you're not going to feel like you want to work on anything ever again. Because you just got no progress whatsoever. You know? And you won't be like motivated to like, you know, do another goal again. Because like, hey, what happened last time you motivated yourself? You wasted 6 months of your time. It's like, you'll be too afraid to work hard. Yeah, okay, so the boat analogy was actually good, not complete ass. That is nice. Like, I feel like most analogies, if you kind of make it like slightly alright, people will just like kind of work it out on their own. Like, as long as it's not a completely stupid analogy. They're like, hey, I have said very stupid analogies before, so take all my analogies with a grain of salt. Yeah, just spend a lot of time thinking. Think about yourself, think about other people. And I feel like, you know, as long as you keep thinking and like, of course, like it's easy if you just think a lot to like get a bit warped and maybe you'll have like a bad viewpoint or whatever. So like think within context, you know, think critically of your own thoughts and you can keep developing yourself in their ways. Like whether that's like maybe your own process for motivation. Because like maybe like whatever I'm telling you, you can't relate to that. Like some of the stuff I say, you're just like, I don't get that like at all. Like you're speaking fucking gibberish to me. But then you find a completely other way to like, you know, be motivated or to have confidence. Like that's completely like maybe even the opposite of what I did. And if that works, that works. Like people will find a lot of different paths to like the same destination. Like, you know, everyone's different and you are the same. At the end of the day, like I can give you advice like how I did stuff, but like you know yourself the best. So you can like make that progress the best. Zoop. Let's pop that up. Okay, back here. Launch myself all the way here. Like I was motivated to try and learn a language like recently, and like realistically my end goal of why I really wanted to learn the language wasn't very good. Like I was just like, fuck it, I kind of wonder, it'd be cool, I think it'd just be cool to learn another language. Like that was it. Like I didn't want to travel to any country that like spoke the language. I didn't really have any friends that I wanted to speak to that maybe spoke the language. Like it was nothing. So of course I did it for like 2 days and then I just fucking gave up on it because I didn't have a great like end destination. Like I thought about my end destination, oh sick, I'd be fluent in this language, and I wouldn't ever use it. Like maybe I'd use it once in a conversation and be like, oh yeah, kinda cool. Oh, by the way, haha, I know this language that I never get to use. And that was demotivating because I had a shitty end destination. So I of course wasn't motivated. Though like just because I wasn't motivated in that one task, it doesn't mean that I'm unmotivated. It's just like in that scenario, I guess I failed because like, the whole process wasn't there. The whole process of like motivation, like where I want to be, why I want to be there, and how do I get there. Like I knew how to get there, I knew where I wanted to be, but like why I wanted to be there wasn't strong enough, so I wasn't motivated. I feel like thinking of that will stop you from doing like stupid things. Because even in life, some people are like, oh yeah, let's study this degree. Like yeah, and then they study this degree and they don't ask like, wait, why am I studying this degree? So they finish the degree and they're like, shit, I should have asked myself why I'm studying this degree, because I don't want to be like a, I don't know, fucking dick surgeon. Why did I study dick surgery? Or like whatever they want to study. Like, and then they'll like go back, they'll rethink another 4 years, and maybe they'll like pick what they actually want to be in, because they'll like give it a bit more thought. Because it's super easy to just be like, oh, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. And when you're finally there, you're like, wait, why did we do it again? Like I completely fucked up. That's like my thought on like motivation as well. Like, because again, being just motivated sometimes isn't a good thing. You need to make sure your motivation is like pointed to the correct thing and in like the right way. Let's get some shades. Motivate to get shades to block out the fucking haters. Haha. Fuck, that was so cringe. I kid. I got the shades for crit chance, baby. Zoom. Crack open this chest. What do we got? Let's do more infusion. Let's get a bit more health. Do do do. Aw, shit. So yeah. It's like mostly it for confidence, and trying. You just gotta make sure you're trying for the right things, and if you're trying for the right things and you keep yourself on destination, you'll get there. It's also like helpful to think about like, anyone that like achieves something amazing in their life, they achieved it because they worked on it little by little. And no one just fucking made an insane invention or worked on an insane project, or like, all those amazing people that like we hype up like historically, like they didn't do anything insane on one day. They worked on it bit by bit. And in the same way, if you like feel like you want to do something not even amazing, like something kind of cool maybe, just work on it bit by bit, like a bit here and there. You don't need to like make a fucking Mona Lisa in one day. But hey, you can draw a face one day and maybe you'll draw a cooler face the next day. Oh shit. This thing's one shot you. Oh fuck, get me out of there. So yeah, just keep trying, keep working. And like some days you might feel like shit. You might not want to work. Like everyone has days where they just feel like absolute fucking dog shit. But like, hey, maybe you could get up and do a little bit. Like, I don't know. Even talking about exercise, like as long as you get up and just like, you know, maybe even go for a walk, it's better than doing nothing. And like you'll always feel better afterwards. Like a lot of that stuff is like you'll feel shit until you do it and you're like, oh shit, why didn't I just do this from the start? Like in hindsight, everything will just be so much better. Oh, crap, almost dead. So yeah, like you'll never really, like you rarely like regret like trying. Like even if it's something that you like later give up on, like, you know, like with me learning a language, I don't regret that I tried it. I'm like, you know, it's not working. It ain't good, but I tried. I worked on it. And I don't regret my time put in there. Or like the amount of effort that I put in there. At the end of the day, it's not like I lost it. I just found out something. And maybe I'll get back to it later. Maybe I won't. I think like, with time, we all have so much time as people. Like you got 24 hours in a day. Like you only need to sleep like 8 of that if you got a healthy sleeping pattern. I don't. I sleep a lot more than that some days and a lot less than at other days. But there's like 16 hours a day, and most of the time you can spend that fucking like, I don't know, just fucking around, and you can still get in like, you know, you spend half that time fucking around, you still have 8 hours of productive like hours. Like that's huge. And the amount that you can do in 8 hours a day, like over the course of a week, you can do some insane things. You can get like at anything you really want. You can get so good within just a week as long as you're just like applying yourself and like working like 8 hours or whatever. Whether that's like a stupid video game, or whether that's like, you know, a language or like working out, you can just make so much progress with time. And a lot of people waste time. Like, look at me now. I'm just sitting here. No, I get it. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to work on streaming or whatever. But like, you know, as long as like even talking now and like listening to my own thoughts, I'm kind of making improvements, because like, you know, speaking my own thoughts out loud, I realize like maybe some thoughts are like worse than others, or maybe some are like, holy shit, like I just realized something as I was speaking about it. So I'm like working on it. But like, sorry, again, other people just don't do stuff. They don't work on themselves. They don't improve themselves like at all. They'll spend like a full day doing shit all. And if you like keep working on yourself like a couple minutes or a couple hours every day, that's gonna exponentially be fucking huge. Like if you like do 1 hour of work every day for like a year, that's 365 hours. And there are a lot of people that will do none of that. And like over the course of 10 years time, like by the end of it, oh fuck, I got instantly killed. You're gonna be like an amazing person. You'd like think so highly of yourself. And if you did nothing, you're just gonna be fucking a zilch. And that's just the difference between like 1 hour every day. Like it's very exponential over time, like you putting in effort. So again, you'll never regret really putting in effort. So just fuck it. Like what do you want to put effort into? Like what do you want to try into? Are you trying to like apply yourself in school? Are you trying to like work out? Are you trying to like get into a certain like university degree? Are you trying to motivate yourself just to like to get a job? Maybe like earn a bit of money? Like I know you were talking about money earlier. But like, you know, being like something amazing and being like, to be average, fuck man, like if you want to just vibe, maybe like smoke some weed, chill, enjoy your time, it's so easy like to make a live, like to be motivated enough to just like make a living and chill, because like majority of people work it out, and it's like quite easy to be better than the average person just by like, you know, thinking, applying yourself. You're a writer. I know in terms of writing, it's Stephen King. He had that like quite big thing where he just like forced himself like one day to like, he'd always sit down and like write a single page. And even if that page was absolutely shit and he'd throw it out as soon as he wrote it because he's like, this is garbage, he would force himself to write that one page, because even by writing garbage ideas, just by writing, he's working out ideas. He's writing them down and he's scrapping them away because he knows that they're shit. And he's like improving on himself because he's seeing what he doesn't like. He's seeing what he does like. Like every day, even if you know, for an entire week just scrapped his stuff. You know, he talked about how much progress he made just by like writing out his stuff. I feel like that can be a lot. Like, I've applied that to like a lot of stuff. Like, I'm just streaming. I want to stream. I want streaming to be like easy and fun for me, but I also like want to do whatever like people want to watch, because like, you know, it'd be nice if like I entertained people, or I inspired people, or I had enough people to like to make an impact and like inspire a lot of people. That'd be sick. So I'm just here. I'm just streaming. Like, I don't really have too much of a plan. I'm just hoping I figure it out by trying. Like, you know, you're here listening to enough, so I'm doing something right. But like, you know, maybe I'll like look at it back and be like, oh shit, maybe I could have added music. Like, I'll do that next time. Like, you even brought up, like, you want to show up like dead sound here, bro. I need to work on that. So like next time I might add music. Maybe the time after, I might structure it better. So like, might even have like prepared topics. Might even like bring media. Like, I'm right now, it's like progress, working, I'm trying to better it, because like I kind of want to stream. It'd be fun. And even if it doesn't work out, like, say I try a lot and nobody watches me because I'm garbage and unentertaining, like, I'll just find something else. Like, it wasn't for me. I feel like, just again, applied to anything. Like, I guess Stephen King could probably directly be applied to Stephen King, like in terms of like writing to writing. So like, just writing, like whatever you want to write, just like start it. And again, even if you hate it, fuck it, just scrap it and try again tomorrow. Because if you really want to be like a writer, like, you probably enjoy it. And again, it's probably linked back to like, maybe you're too afraid to like fail. You're too afraid to like write something down and say it's like garbage and throw it away, because like you're too afraid at the end of the day to say like, oh shit, maybe I'm bad at writing. But that's like all things, like you'll get better the more time and effort you put in. Like, no one's gonna sit down and write a fucking amazing book. They write like, well, I guess some people write fairly good books, but like, you know, Stephen King has like 1 trillion books. So many of his books are like pretty average. Like, he would imagine that, but like, he has wrote some amazing ones. And like, you can just learn from all that, like the terrible ones you write, and that's what makes you like a good writer. Being able to know what's good and what's bad. And how do you know that? Just through practice. Like, everything is practice and repetition. Realistically, there's not like, a lot of people use the word talent for a lot of things, and even I probably overuse it. But like, talent really isn't a huge factor to be good at anything. A lot of it's just time, effort, and dedication. I feel like talent matters more for like sports, where like a lot of people can just be like physically like have a lot longer legs, so therefore they can like high jump a lot easier and whatnot. But in terms of like fields, like, you know, writing, even acting and some other stuff, a lot of it's just like put in the time and you'll be there. Wait, ain't Dua from Australia? Fuck, is she? I don't think she is. Let me check, because, you know, if she is, that's something we have in common. And well, it's from the UK. A lot of people get those mixed up. We got kind of similar accents, but you know, sadly she's not Australian. Hey, that UK accent can be hot. Well, it's hot on Dua Lipa, so I love the conversation break, just like straight into motivation to like fucking Dua Lipa, which is what I want to be, fucking Dua Lipa. I kid. Ariana Grande, #1. If you're listening to this, Ariana, you're my #1. You know, Dua Lipa, you're side hoe at best. Ooh, shit. Okay, let's get headgear. Maybe that's a bad item. Look, man, it's all at the end goal. I think about it actually. Now that I've brought it up, I realize I don't think about it every day. Maybe I should start thinking about Ariana Grande. No, I think if I thought about her every day, I'd probably be delusional. I imagine that wouldn't be too healthy. Like, no matter how sane I am, if like, in the same way that like I use my motivation to be motivated by like thinking my end goal and thinking I can be there, I think if I think about the wrong things using that method, you could really develop some like unhealthy habits. It's kind of scary. Like, as much as you can motivate yourself to be amazing, you could probably motivate yourself to be like a fucking degenerate, now that I think about it. Which is a thought I've like never thought about. you could like actively or like even passively just, I guess that's how people become bad people, because they like passively get themselves in like bad habits. But hey, not me. I can't afford bad habits because Ariana Grande won't take me. AG, hit me up. You know me on YouTube. Infinitely Ed, hit me up. I'll DM you on Twitter as soon as she breaks up with her fiance, which is happening. I'll get she'll write a song about me soon. You'll see it. Ooh, fuck, I'm kind of thirsty. Should have got a water bottle. So yeah, that's I guess that's my end goal in life. Marry Dua Lipa or Ariana Grande, and yeah, bang boom, we're good. They're like, hey, what is anyone's end goal? What do people want from anything, really? Like, what's your end goal, James? Because it better not be Ariana Grande, because then we got competition, man. And I'm no longer giving you life advice, because fuck that shit. I'm not feeding my competition. Okay, where we going? Teleporter? It's over there. Yup. Fuck. So slow. I should have got some movement items. What was the question? I was asking about life motivation. I know you came in talking about money earlier and just like wanting to retire just so you can chill. You know, make some art, write some books. But like, what's your end game? You know, where's your dream? Like, what's your dream goal? Is it just to retire and chill? Is that like the best life you see yourself living? Oh shit, kind of hate this boss. Like, kind of annoying. He just gives me the suck. Like, getting the suck is good, but like, you know, sometimes it ain't. Wonder what else games I should play just in the background while I chill and talk. Cause I kind of just want to talk to people in chat. That just seems fun. But like, you know, I want to play a game that's like entertaining, but not too entertaining. The game should really just be like background to me. I don't know, stroking my own dick or saying that I'm amazing in the chat or whatever the fuck people want to listen to. Ooh. I should get that item that speeds up the teleporter. I could even play some Minecraft. I could track some like younger kids and be impressionable on them or something. That's always cool. It's crazy to think like how much does Minecraft like YouTubers have an influence on like future generations. Like I feel like impact wise they haven't made like too much, of course, like because a lot of them do tend to just like stay within like, hey, I'm playing Bed Wars today or whatever. But like the amount of like good or bad that they could do with their like own actions and like motivating like talks, they could really shape a generation. Kind of crazy to think, you know, in 30 years time people are going to be fucking, you know, Technoblade tattoos, doing all that shit. We're going to have a world war based on like Dream and Technoblade. That's the end goal. Life is going to be there. Let's get more lifesteal. Playing this run for 11 minutes. What? Did I die? Oh, true. Yeah, I got annihilated. I did insta-kill. Not sure. That's pretty normal, actually. I'd say, like, for my first, like, 2 years out of school, I, like, didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, absolutely zero clue. Like, I didn't know if I really wanted to do anything. I just kind of wanted to play video games and have fun. I mean, like, to be honest, like, I still just want to play video games and have fun. But, I don't know. I think it'd just be cool to be, like, you know, big and important. Like, feel big and important, make an impact on people. Like, to... It was pretty, like, low-key inspiring, like, watching Ludwig. Because I was just, like... He just seemed to, like, work his heart off, like, his ass off, sorry. And then, like, you know, be somewhere and, like, inspire a lot of people. That seemed very cool. It'd be cool to be in a position like him. Or, like, you know, other people like that. But hey, my backup plan is Wall Street, baby. We going to New York. I'm gonna be a finance controller. Gonna bet all my stonks on GameStop. And bang, boom. Stonks only go up, so you always invest, I think. I kid, don't actually do that. That's a terrible idea to always invest. It's a joke. Need to clarify that before I, like, fuck anyone's future savings. Let's go through. Ooh. Okay. A boss already spawned. Some Lemurians. Pretty crazy times we're living in with the stock market anyway. Interesting to see where we're moving forward. Because, like, a lot of, like, the wealth is going to be in a weird spot. Because it seems interesting that, like, you know, Ted Cruz and stuff is even talking back about, like, the stock market and the amount of money that they're making. Be cool to see a redistribution of wealth. You know, not to be completely fucking radical left, but, hey, that would be fun. Yeah. It's kind of sick to think about how the future's always changing. Like, you know, a lot of older people give advice, but with their advice in mind, like, most of the stuff that they tell you really is going to change. Like, when you ask, like, a adult, like, oh, what's a, you know, good way to invest my money? Or, like, you know, what job do I want to be working? They're only saying, like, what they wish they did 40 years ago, which will only be helpful 40 years in the past. Like, whatever people give you, like, whatever people give you advice on, they're giving you advice pretty much based on the past. Like, for a lot of older people giving you, like, life advice. Like, they have no clue what's going to happen in the future. When they say, like, oh, you know, investing in fucking banks is a good idea, whatever. Like, we have no clue if cryptocurrency is going to, like, take over banks. Like, it could be the worst investment ever. And that's fun to think about. Because, like, truly no one knows, like, how we're going to develop. Like, it's interesting to think about, like, you know, in the next 10, 20 years, are we going to see countries, like, disappear? Like, are we going to see, like, could we see, like, a country split? Like, maybe the United States might even split into smaller countries. Because if you think about it, only, like, 200 years ago, like, 200 years sounds like a lot, but it was, like, 3 generations of people, maybe, like, 4. That was, like, the shaping of, like, a lot of countries in those 200 years. Think about how many countries split, renewed, created. It's crazy to think of how much can happen in like a short period of time, and how much like we will see happen in our lifetime. Because like even now, like we've seen what, like, you know, all the shit with North Korea, Russia, China. Like we're gonna see big stuff with China. Like whether like them losing or gaining power, something big is gonna happen with China soon. And like nobody knows. It doesn't matter, like, even if you were, like, ageless, if you knew all of history, you still could not guess, like, a single fucking thing about what's gonna happen. And that's, like, the fun part about life. Because if nobody knows, like, hey, you're in, like, everyone else's fucking shoe. Like, nobody's got, like, a big brain or, like, better than you. Because nobody fucking knows. People can pretend like they do. But hey, a lot of stuff is just like, fuck man, this is a good guess. It's all I got. It's a half decent guess. Ooh, fuck man. Just out of range. Okay, fuck it. I don't need you, jellyfish. Be gone. So yeah, I feel like we'll see a lot of things change. And that is just fucking fantastic. I would personally like, you know, not only to get into China, but the shit happening there's not ideal. The government is not an ideal system, I'd say, for the goodness of everyone in that country. Probably not the goodness of other countries as well. But it was actually a good thing to see that the US condemn it. Like, talking about the genocide of Muslims. Because that's pretty fucked up. That is just completely not chill. For me personally. Like, I don't know if other people are chill with that, but it's not really my flavor. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think this sub goal that I have up, I don't know if it works. Like, I know that, I don't think anyone's subbed, but like, don't know if it works. I'll check something else actually. Check it now. Because I think if... Dua Lipa. Nice. I am technically on 37. It hasn't gone up. So I went up by 1. Woo! But it didn't go up. So something's wrong. But hey, it is what it is. Wonder if I should like make like more structured things on like YouTube or whatnot. Like if I should try to make videos or I should try to like do something on stream. So ideally I like would want to like pull in a couple more than like 2 people. 2 people is good and I do enjoy it. It has been like sick talking. But like, I don't know. I need to do something because like I of course have 2 because I probably deserve 2 viewers. There've probably been people that have come in and be like, man, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And just left. So I will need to work on stuff, but need to work on making content that people want to see. Because it's all about the people. Doesn't matter what I want. Matters what the people want. So, man, I've spoken so much about like my own thoughts and stuff. How the fuck am I ever supposed to stream this again, bro? Because I swear like everyone could just go back in the VOD and see my take on like most of life. Fuck, I did that fast. That's kind of interesting, the fact that I have recorded this now. That like, you know, in 100 years time, people could see like what I was like. Like they can capture, or even me in 10 years time, I can look back and like see most of my own thought process because I've got it like recorded here. So like I'll just be able to view most of what I thought at a period of time. Just again, another interesting thought of like how much of it's just like reviewed, recorded, exists. Zoom. It's crazy to think of how much, like how little we know of like the past. Because like none of that stuff existed back then. Yeah, it's like, you know, in like 100 years time, what's like history will just be facts. Like nowadays we look at history and we're like, oh yeah, this probably maybe happened. But there will literally just be receipts for everything. Just fucking history in 100 years time. Just like, ah yes, in 2010, exactly 210 years ago, the President of the United States tweeted about selling beans on the presidential office. Good old history. Hello, facts. That's actually going to be hype as fuck if I open this in 10 years time. Seeing that message. It's crazy thing, like where will I be in 10 years time? Like will I be streaming still? Will I give this up fairly quickly? Like that'd be interesting. Could be like a Mr. Beast situation. Like he had like one of his videos, he like time capsuled it for I think it was like 5 years or something. And it was him as like a really small YouTuber saying shit like, hey man, like you better have made it big. And it's pretty wholesome to watch, honestly. Like considering like, you know, he just wanted, like he wanted nothing but to be big, like on YouTube. He wanted to be a big YouTuber. And like talked about it a lot in his video. And like that's exactly what he's become. So it's like pretty incredible just to like to watch. They're like, oh shit, man. Like hopefully you're big on YouTube. And like yeah, he's one of the biggest creators nowadays. And it's just crazy. Like absolutely fucking insane to look at. So that's hype. I think it'd be sick to look back on this if I actually like, you know, do well in streaming. But even if I don't, like even if I'm doing anything else, I think I'd just look back with a smile on the face, just listening to my own thoughts. Or maybe I just think, Jesus, Ed, you're one stupid fuck. You didn't understand anything. That'd kind of be cool, because if I thought that in the future, that'd mean I grew more. I understood more than I do now. Because I think like I like to think a lot of my stuff is correct. But I feel like there's probably more accurate ways, or maybe even like better ways to think about things the same way I think about them now. Like there's always ways I can think of like things better, or I could give advice better even. Like maybe I'm not explaining things right, or I'm not explaining things to individuals incorrectly. Because like as we all think differently, shit, I may have the best idea ever, but if I can't like convince that idea to someone else, like I'm missing the word here in my mind, but like if I can't tell someone else that idea, what's the point? Like if no one else can understand it, that's on me. So I think it's like it's complicated. Like explaining ideas to other people, that's a because like you know we all use a language to like you know talk and stuff, but we all have slightly different interpretations of words. So like when you're telling someone like a descriptive word, or like you're even telling a story, you may be like thinking about completely different things. Like they may be similar, but they could be so different. Just because we all have like our own interpretations of words. And like it works out because like we've all understood the gist of like what I need to understand to not like confuse other people. Ah, fuck, God. But like a lot of it's just, it's complicated. Hey, let's run that back again. Maybe I need to work on my thumbnail and title. It was pretty fucking ass. Just like a reused a shitty one. I need to work on it. But again, if I'm working on that, I need to work on like what I'm actually doing, what I'm talking about. Maybe I could do a chat with like I don't know some people. He click because yeah, I can make my thumbnails stupid, but like maybe a bit more informative. Like, God, my thumbnail it's hilarious, but I feel like some people like click on this shit, yeah, and then they come in like maybe expecting something else, you know? They come in to expect me talking to Einstein. And yeah, I'd say like some of my topics are smart, but like I'm not like breaking any barriers here. Like a lot of people, I think of complex things similar to this. Actually, no, I'd say a lot of people don't. But like, you know, in terms of science, you know, I'm no like Stephen Hawking out here talking about like values and like philosophy. Maybe I should chuck a philosopher, but no one knows fucking philosophers. Just chuck Einstein. Everyone knows who the fuck he is. Big smart dude. Maybe people like are clicking off because they're off put by gameplay. Like they came in thinking like it was gonna be an educated discussion just to see me like die and risk a rain, being like, holy shit. If he's gonna play video games while he talks, he might as well be good at talking or video games. And I'm mediocre at both, so you know, it adds up. Holy shit, so many fireballs. I kind of wanted to try like just streaming and like getting random people like maybe into Discord if they want to, and just talking about them, because like I feel like that's interesting, because like it'd give me a lot of diverse content. Like I just enjoy talking to people and like learning about other people, and like I'm sure people would like I'd come across interesting people that like, you know, would have interesting stories and viewpoints. And that shit would just like, I don't know, I feel like it'd be enjoyable for everyone. I feel like it'd create a good watching experience. I would enjoy it. Like people just get to talk about themselves, which I feel like people really like to talk about. Like who doesn't like talking about themselves? It's a pretty common thing. Like whether they like talking about themselves because they feel like, you know, they're improving themselves by working themselves out, or maybe they just want to brag. Fuck it. I think that'd just be interesting. Someone that's just like, yeah, I'm fucking amazing at everything. Listen to me talk about how amazing I am. Like everyone is interesting in their own way because different and unique. Zone. Okay, where are we going? I think portal's in there. Yeah? No. Actually not. It's fucked. Down to be toxic in your Discord. Alright, if you feel like talking, I wouldn't mind. But if you don't, like, hey, don't worry about it. If you just want to chill, like, just chill. Like, I only want people to join, like, it's, like, it also if they, like, wanted, like, other people to hear it, or if they're fine with other people hearing it. I think, like, maybe if it was interesting enough, I'd probably try to, like, cut it into a YouTube video. Because I feel like streaming's good, it's entertaining, but, like, it's not the best form of content. Because, like, you know, cutting things down to, like, the most interesting part. Because there are some, like, lulls, some, like, uninteresting parts when you're just, like, live for, like, a couple of hours at a time. There are some parts where people are just like, man, why am I... like, this conversation's boring as fuck. Why am I listening to this? And they just tune out. That's why, like, you can't just chuck out a 3-hour video. I think a lot of streamers do just, like, chuck out their entire VOD. They're like, oh yeah, here's my 3 hours on YouTube. Like, no one wants to watch that. If they did, they'd just watch you live. Like, just get the best parts, chuck them in a video, and bang, boom. Check that boy up. Bang. Shit, maybe I should eat. I'm kind of hungry. Oh, kind of eat, but like, you know, kind of trying to lose some weight to get a 6-pack. I need to get that shredded bod. So I'm tempted. I'm like on the fence of like either getting a 6-pack or like getting that Big Mac. I don't know if what I want more, the Big Mac or the 6-pack. Ooh. Look, man, some days I'm not gonna lie, the 6-pack loses. I just get that Uber Eats. Fucking supersize that meal. And treat yourself. Douche. Grab. Good. Some games just hit it. They just feel good. Phone's at 3%. Isn't like so early for America? I swear it's like 1 AM for you guys or something. Phoenix, Arizona, what time would it be there? It'd be late. Maybe even be fucking early morning for you. Like go to sleep if you want to. I'm getting a bit tired myself. I'm not good at streaming. I can't do it forever. I'm live for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So if you wanna like ditch, just do it, bro. Wanna 2:40? Yeah, bro. Jeez, man, that's it's early as fuck. It feels so shit when the sun rises. You've been up for so long. There you go. I'll just vibe. Might stop stream somewhat soon. I'm gonna try to stream like a lot more, cause like, hey, it's what I want to do. So I'll work on it. Maybe daily. I think that'd be sick. Though I need to make content that's worth seeing daily. We'd see. Like, I wonder how watchable this is as a VOD. If people want to like hear my thoughts on like these like sorts of like motivations and whatnot, or if like, you know, because it wasn't a video format and I could have like probably worded it more structured, it could probably like be a bit better. Yeah, get the fucking sleep, bro. Charge your phone, take a nap, wake up tomorrow and like do some shit. Write a page. Try to start writing. Do your passion. Like fucking man. The thing is like, you always just be starting. You know, no need to like stall another day. You could fucking pump it. Get a good night rest. Get a fresh mind, and just bang out some pages for your writing. Like, don't let like watching some random live streamer till like 3 AM hold you back. You just sleep. Sleep is important. Hey, no worries, man. If I'm ever live again, just ask anything. I'm fine with like talking about anything. No topic is off topic. So like, anything you want to know, shoot me a question. I got you, bro. Yeah. Good night. Sleep well. Remember to just work on yourself. Start writing those pages, bro. The faster you start working, the faster you'll get to your goal. It's just that simple. Actually, you know, fuck man. In other words, I'm tired. So I might wrap this up here. Yeah, thanks to James, been a big time here. But thanks to you know, everyone else. Thanks for checking in. I'll stream a lot more soon. So catch you guys. Good night. Sleep